Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. So I have officially started recording. Welcome to day one of our class. Trust me, guys. If you pay attention and if you take it seriously, you are set. You are going to take a lot from today's class. I'm really proud of you guys for taking this step. Trust me, because I mean, so many opportunities are flying here and there, and people do not always take that step to saying, okay, I want to learn something, or people do not even accept that they do not know enough to want to learn something. Well, you guys are here because you know that you want to learn something, and I'm so proud of you guys. Welcome, guys, and thank you for taking this step to be here. But there's a Yoruba adage that says, I cannot say it in Yoruba, but I'm going to just say it in English, right? That we do not greet the person that begins the work. It is the person that ends the work that we greet, right? So it is not about you starting today. As you can even see, we are over 400 on the group, and we have just 62 participants on the call as at this moment. It is not very encouraging, right? But I'm not surprised. I kind of expected it. Please, can you hear me? Can you send a reaction if you can hear me, please? Can anyone hear me, please? I hope I'm not muted. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, you can hear me. So as I was saying, right, I'm not very surprised because I already knew that whenever something is very accessible, not everybody will take it with all seriousness. That is why over the weeks, over the days, I've been trying to prepare you guys, prepare your minds that you should take a class like this very serious. But that's totally fine. But welcome to day one, everybody. I'm so happy that you guys are here. In this era of paid courses everywhere, they are always everywhere you turn, it is paid courses. Having something like this is an opportunity that you should grab with both hands, right? So I don't want to overemphasize that, so I don't sound like a broken record. But let's move on. So in today's class, today is going to be an introductory class. What I realized is that some people or most people join because they heard, oh, it's video editing, right? But once again, it is basics. I will be teaching video editing. But I think the most important thing of this whole class is the content creation, right? But we cannot just go straight into content creation and basics of video editing if I do not tell you the journey, if I do not tell you the process of how I came into it and how you too can bring that into your journey and become a content creator. After this class, no matter how little, which it will definitely not be little, but no matter how little the knowledge that I give you, and it will definitely not be little, you are set for life. You are definitely set for life. So I'm going to start with my personal journey into content creation, what content creation truly means, why content creation matters, common myths about content creation. We're going to be debunking it. Then the last one is the creator's mindset. Then I'll tell you what to expect on day 2. So let's start with my personal journey into content creation. Okay, before I move to that slide, let me just lay a background. You might think I'm talking too much, but trust me, it is a very important background for me to lay before we go into class proper. My personal journey is something that you need to everyone needs to hear so they understand what it means to be a content creator and if that is something they are willing to take, right? Okay. So how we all began, I started writing as a precocious child. You're going to ask me, how does this connect to content creation? When we get to the slide where we discuss what content creation really is, you will definitely understand. So I started writing as a precocious child. The meaning of precocious is like children who have a little bit more higher abilities than their age mates. As a precocious child, I was 8 years old that time. I know that 8 years old of nowadays, they are something else. But as at that time when I was 8 years old, the only phone I knew was button phone, and my parents that had button phone. So there was no social media, no nothing. So whatever development I had then came from reading books, came from, watching educational content and all of that. So I started writing as a precocious child when I was 8 years old. And it might shock you, but that time when I was writing stories was content creation. That was when I started content creation. So as I said, you will understand this better when we talk about the definition of content creation. So I first started with writing on books, manuscripts. I had a lot. I still have some that I wrote when I was 8, 9, 10. I still have some at home. I wrote, I like as a child, 8 year old, who of that time, who should probably be learning Queen's Premier or something. I was already writing stories. I had interest in something like that, right? At a point, even my parents saw it and saw that, oh, this guy is serious, and they even published my book, right? One of the story books I wrote, right? So I started rewriting on books. Then, as I became a teenager, I moved to Wattpad. Oh, my Wattpad era was so goated. My Wattpad era. I have one of my Wattpad books. I cannot tell you my name of Wattpad because I'm so embarrassed about it. But one of my Wattpad books has almost 1 million reads. That was how goated my Wattpad era was. I wrote on Wattpad because I knew I think I outgrew writing on books, which was what I used to write when I was 8. I'll write The Good Girl, Lola the Bad Girl, something like that, The Animal Kingdom, stuff like that. But they were stories, they were content. Then I moved to Wattpad. I was writing more stories, but it was like more, developed for teenagers and all of that. My first book, as I said, I've not checked it in a long time. The last time I checked, it was like maybe 700k or 800k views. Then I did a sequel, and that one also blew up to is like 200 now or something. So I moved from writing on books to Wattpad. Then as I grew older and I left my Wattpad era because it was for teenagers, and I mean I've not been a teenager in a while, I started writing on Substack. The reason I'm telling you guys this, you might not see this as important, but I'm telling you that you don't have to just have all the cameras and all the equipment to start creating content. Content starts from that creative thing you have been doing from small. So for me, my personal journey, it shows that I had interest in it from my little age, right? So when I started from Substack, then I moved to Instagram. As I said, whatever it was that I was doing as a child was content creation. And my interest in creating on Instagram started from a faithful giveaway. This year's December, I'll clock 2 years that I started Instagram content creation. I'm not saying 2 years that I started content creation in general, because as I said, I started content creation since when I was little, right? But for my proper content creation on Instagram, it's going to be 2 years in December. And it was because I won a particular giveaway, right? It was they call them on our own lane. That's the name of the community. And I saw the giveaway one day and I applied for it, and I told my family and friends, please follow, like whatever the criteria was, and I won. And they made something mandatory, that it was a gift box, right? The gift box was to help you kickstart your year. If only they knew they were helping me kickstart my journey, right? My creative journey, my content creation journey for Instagram, the proper content creation journey. They said you must do an unboxing video. That was where it started. That was how they said you must do the unboxing video and you must post it on Instagram. The fact that they mandated that thing made me come out of my shell. Before then, I had 0 posts on Instagram. I mean, I used to post when I was a teenager, maybe pictures, but I archived all of them because I went through a phase where I was just literally ashamed of whatever I had on my Instagram. But because they pushed me, they gave me, inside the gift box was a journal, some skincare products, stuff like that just helped me kickstart my new year and also kickstart my content creation journey proper. That was how it started. But it was kind of tough for me because you asked me, how did I learn this thing? I mean, how did I learn? I never took a class, basically. That is why you guys are so lucky. I wish I had somebody that would sit me down like this, that would have an online class with me like this, and tell me that this is what content creation is. This is how to create content. Oh, no, Margaret, don't make that mistake. Do this, do it this way. I had nobody. As I said in this slide, I had those I looked up to in content creation, and I followed them closely. That was how I learned. Some examples are Posh, Silent King, Anointed, and so on. Let me start with Posh, because Posh is literally the major person. Knowing, as I said, as a child, I had, that ability and all of that. That means I had interest in something like that, in content creation. In my Wattpad era, as I wrote my books, in my Substack era, I knew I had interest. But my heart was searching for something more. My heart was searching for something deeper. That was how, on a fateful day, I saw on someone's status that Posh was doing a free storytelling class. I mean, storytelling is just an aspect, just a branch of content creation. It was not totally what I wanted. I needed something more. But I saw that it was a free class, and I saw, oh, you will learn this, you will learn that. I was like, okay, why not? Let me try. That was the first time I ever connected with Posh. And when she did the class on her WhatsApp status, that means you have to save her number and you have to view her status. And I blessed the day I did that. She doesn't know me personally. Trust, if I comment on her post, I like her stories and everything. Or if I say that this is this person, she doesn't know me personally. But she doesn't have to know me, because me watching her from afar gave me the value I needed. Again, you might think I am talking too much or I'm saying too much story, but I am laying a background. Trust me, after today's class, you will be able to decide if content creation is what you really want to do, or if you are here just to follow the trend, right? So as I was saying, I'm laying a background, right? So that was when I saved her number and I started following her status closely. And she did that storytelling class. I learned a lot. But beyond that, I learned more things. I kept on, I was always viewing her status religiously, because she was always dropping tips, gems of content creation. That time she was majorly on WhatsApp. She had not moved fully to Instagram, although now she's on Instagram and she's doing really great. I mean, I started following her on Instagram when she had like 1,000 something followers. Now she's on 20K, 20 something thousand. I watched her growth. I watched the things she did, right? So it is very important that in this interest you have in content creation or video editing, have somebody you look up to, have a mentor, then follow them, right? So as I said, starting with Posh, she was the person I followed closely. I did not. She had classes, right? She had paid classes on content creation, video editing, and the likes, but I could not afford them. They were as little as 20 something thousand then, but I could not afford them. So all I had was just to watch. Whenever she posts a video and she posts on Instagram, I'll rush to Instagram and just watch how it unfolds. I just watch the storyline and learn that way. It was rigorous, it was stressful, but that was how I learned. That was how I can boldly say that yes, I can create content today. So I'll always advise you, as I said, to follow people who are in your niche. Follow them closely, because there's some people that you're currently following now. I don't know. I mean, some people, right? There are some people you are following that are not adding value to you. As I said in this slide, I have to follow 3 categories of people. So here are the 3 categories of people that I follow on Instagram or any social media platform. Number 1, I follow people I know, like my family members, close friends, I follow them, church members, stuff like that. The second category of people that I follow are those that I love. Let's say musicians, maybe just musicians. Let's say oh my God, or like maybe comedians, like let's say Taoma, just for people that I love. I love these people, I enjoy them. Or maybe faith-based preachers, Sarah Jake Roberts and the likes. I love them. Then the third category of people I follow are people that I gain value from. Those are the 3 categories of people that I follow. It was when I started following Posh closely that I just had to go to my Instagram. I started following a lot of things. Because tell me why, and this is not to jab anybody, why am I following Kim Kardashian, for God's sakes? I love her. Trust me. I really I used to love her a lot because I used to watch their show when it was still airing on E, right? But I just asked myself, does she fall in the 3 categories? She does not, so I had to unfollow. I had to unfollow a lot of accounts and follow new accounts. Accounts that whenever they pop up on my feed, they are giving me those 3 things. So it's either I know you, I love you as a friend, so I support you, and whenever I see you on my feed, or I love you. Whenever I see you, you give me happiness. Then number 3, you are giving me value. So I'm going to give us, at the end of this class, I'm going to give us 10 accounts that is related to content creation, actually, and video editing that we should follow. I only mentioned 3 here because they are very profound to my growth. These 3 people that I see here, whatever you see as MJ Akintade, they morphed me by watching them closely. So as I said, you don't know me personally, so you don't need to even really have a personal relationship with them, right? You don't know me personally. The only person that I know I have a WhatsApp is still Posh. The remaining 2, imagine if I have their WhatsApp. That means I will have a closer, a more deeper, in-depth view into their life and their creative process. Salem King, for instance, just finished 101 creative dose of momentum, daily dose of creative momentum. 101. Like, he did 101 videos where he was teaching about content creation, short videos. And trust me, that 101, every single thing, I watched them. And it has helped me grow. Imagine if I was not following him. So I'm still laying a foundation, right? right? I'm still doing a foundation for this class, right? So imagine if I was not following him. So you need to just go and start auditing people you are following. The kind of thing you are seeing on your feed, go and start auditing it. So I'm not saying you should not have fun. As I said, I follow people that give me joy, that make me laugh, and all of that. I follow them too. But make sure you follow these 3 categories of people. Ask yourself, do I enjoy this person? Why am I following this person? Are they adding value to me? Because that was how I learned, by following these people closely. So I remember how I got to even know about CapCut. The first time I ever heard of CapCut, because I mean the first phone I used was Infinite or 6, and I used it for years and years before I now changed to iPhone 7, right? So that time I was still using my Infinite or 6. I could not, it was always having space issues. I could not do anything video, but I was just interested. I had that interest, that desire. Then one day, somebody asked Posh a question in her DM. Then she screenshotted the response and posted it on her WhatsApp status. The person asked her that, what app do you use to edit your videos? And she said CapCut. And I immediately went to my Play Store to download CapCut. I must see what it is. That was how she was. She'll be dropping gems and gems and gems and gems, little by little, on her status, but she doesn't do that much on WhatsApp anymore. She's now fully on Instagram, and I followed her to that Instagram, and I view her story very fast. If you open my Instagram page, my Instagram, like the first thing on the stories, you will definitely see her. I'm not making her my idol, but she's like a mentor in that field. You get? That is why I'm following her closely, because I want to attain what she has attained and more. You get? So when she mentioned CapCut, I went to download CapCut immediately. That, oh my God, I must learn how to edit videos. I must learn how to do these things. And the moment I opened CapCut, it was looking like Chinese. It was looking like Mandarin. It was looking so confusing. I didn't understand what it was. I tried and tried, and I couldn't. And if I cannot go and tell her that, hey, hi Posh, do you mind teaching me CapCut? It's not fair. She has a course that does video editing, and it was like maybe 25K that time. I could not afford it. So it too makes sense for me to go and tell her that, Posh, I've been viewing your status, you need to, it was not right. So I did not have anybody to teach me this thing. I did not have anywhere to go. So how did I learn again? Whenever she posts a video, I would watch and watch and watch. Oh, this is where she did transition. Oh, this is how she held her camera angles. So the way I learned camera angles, the way I learned this is how to move my videos, this is how to steady my hands. It was through watching her closely. And from her, I started watching other people closely, the way they do their content. So what have I been saying so far? You should have somebody you look up to in this content creation space. I mean, it can be me. I don't mind if it's me. I mean, that's why I one of the things I said when you guys were registered, I said follow MJ, just connect with me on one of my accounts. I'm not doing that for me to have a lot of followers, but because I know you will get value. So I know a lot of people did not actually do it, but I'm sure by the end of this class, you will see reason why you should follow me and follow me closely. So that was how. So I did not. So all these things I want to teach you in this class, I did not get them for free. They were hard work, sweat, and tears, but you are getting them for free. So as I said here, I did not have direct contact with my mentors and got mentored in quote from afar. But that was fine. Because I had the passion. Right. Now, what is content creation? What content creation truly means? So this is content creation in simple terms. What is content creation? According to Google, content creation is the process of generating and sharing various forms of media, such as text, videos, audio, and images to engage a specific audience. This is looking like a slide from one of the courses I do in school. All right, so yes, it is that is many people think content creation is TikTok. It's not TikTok. It's not putting chocolate and caramel with your fine video. That is not content creation. You don't have see. That is why I tell some people will be like, oh, I can't start content creation because I don't have the tools. I don't have the. My dear, as I said, I started my content creation with writing with pen and paper. You get, so it is not just videos. It is various forms of media such as texts, videos, audios, and images to engage a specific audience. That is what content creation is. So it is sharing your ideas, knowledge, or passion in a way that connects with people. So what are the two most important things here? Number one is that it is various forms of media. And number two, there is an audience. Okay, there are three things. Number one, various forms of media. Number two, there is an audience. And number three, there is a connection. That is what content creation is in simple terms. This class will not be very long. Okay, so So this slide says it is not just about posting videos, as I said, it's about communicating value. You have to ask people, why should I follow you? As I said, I follow people that I value. I follow people that I value. I mean, if I say that I'm getting value from you, like Salem King, he said that when he did his 101 challenge, he gained over 200,000 followers. I opened my mouth. Why? Because he communicated value. That's usually what content creation is. Before I started content creation, maybe some years ago, I'll be like, oh my God, my followers are still at 800. I still at 700. People are not following me. Please, why would they follow you? In fact, I'm asking my 5 years ago self now, why would they want to follow you? What value are you giving them? That's the truth. So in your content, as I said, I'm laying a background, a basis for all that. In our journey, when we start our content creation journey, there will be times when we won't have a lot of engagement. But you should know that it is value that you are giving people that will make them engage with you. So the most important thing is what? Communication of value. So why create content? This is a very, very important thing to ask. It's a very important thing to ask. Why are you creating content? Because people just want to jump on trend. Maybe they are seeing viral reels or TikToks. They see 1 million views, 1 million likes, and all of that. Them too, they want to create content. But see, if you do not know why you are creating content, you will easily get discouraged because you might start doing content creation, right? And post like maybe, let me use video for example. You post your first 30 videos and the highest like you have is 10, 11, 12. You will get discouraged. You will get discouraged if you do not know why you are creating content. That is why I'm taking my time to tell you all this long story, all this boring story. That's why I'm taking my time. Because if you do not know the exact reason why you are here, see, it is not easy. It is not just cute videos and aesthetics, right? It is knowing why, having an actual reason you are creating content. So the question can be posed in 3 ways. Number one, why does content need to be created generally? Why does content need to be created in a general format, right? Then number two, why do people create content? Then number three, why do I want to create content? It is a personal question. Why do I want to create content? So let's start with the first one. Why does content need to be created? Number one, to build awareness and visibility. Yeah, in general. I mean, the news, whatever you see, their content, to build awareness and visibility, it establishes credibility and trust. If you see brands that create content, maybe reviews and all of that, that's credibility, it establishes trust. It engages and educates your audience. Very, very important. That is what content does, right? It attracts opportunities and growth. This one is actually very, very extremely important, right? And it inspires and influences others. So this is a general reason why content is created, just general reason, right? So now, why do people now create content? We are bringing it to a more personal level. So the general reason is more generalized. This one is not a little bit more personal. Why do people create content? They create content to share what they know. Yes, to share when you have maybe information or something, you can create content to share what you know. A friend of mine reached out to me some days ago that he wants to start, creating content to like give people tips, right, on how to do design and stuff like that. It is what he knows. He's very good at that. And he wants to now turn it into content. That is why people create content. And that thing is to build that digital voice. I think you can also call this digital footprint. Digital footprint, very, very important. If you scroll to my first ever post, the one I said I did the unboxing, if you go down, maybe scroll to the end of my post. I have over 100 posts now. Glory to God. It wasn't easy, right? But I did it, right? So if you scroll to the end of my page and start viewing everything one by one, you will see that I was building a digital footprint. It's very important. It's very important. There are so many things there that are embarrassing, that in my every day I'll be asking myself, should I delete this? And I'll go back to that post. I'll be like, hey God, this post, sis, look at the view, look at the engagement. Should I delete it? But I'll leave it though. It will shock you that a brand will reach out to me and be like, it's because that exact post that does not have a lot of engagement. That is why we want to work with you, right? So you are building a digital footprint. That is why people create content. So it's to open doors of opportunities, visibility, and impact. That is another reason why people create content. Now, why do I want to create content? Why do I want to create that? This is not a very personal question you are asking yourself. I want you guys, if you are following me, I want you guys to write on the message box that Why? Just write, why do I want to create content? As if you're asking yourself the question. Please write it. I want to see our responses. Why do I want to create content? Just type it in the chat, in the message chat. That why do I want to create content? It's as if you're asking yourself the question again. So I want to see our responses if we are truly following. Just say, why do I want to create content? Thank you, Buki. Thank you, Hannah. I can see, why do I want to? Yes, you're asking yourself, why do I want to create content? I can see you, Felo. I can see you, Temi. I can see you, Fumi. Why do I want to create content? I need more responses. Why do I want to create content? Why do I want to create? Thank you, Esther, Miriam. Why do I want to create content? It is a question you should ask yourself. I can see you, Miracle. Why do I want to create content? Can I get more responses before we go ahead? Thank you, Vanessa. Yes. Ifeoluwa, I like the plenty question mark you put there. Why do I want to create content? Very important. Why? Thank you guys for your responses. I love this class. You guys are very, very, Thank you, Buchi. Thank you, T World. Why do I want to create content? So now, this boils down to the exact thing that drives you. This boils down to the yes, I've seen you, Brother Matthew. Yes, I've seen your response. Yes, thank you, Fadoju. Thank you, Benita. Why do I want to create content? So it boils down to the exact thing that drives you. What is driving you to create content? I hope it's not because you are seeing other people and you want to be like them. There are different reasons. So are you creating content to educate? That is basically one of the reasons. These are the reasons we create content. Are you creating content to educate? Let me use myself as an example. My field. I'm a current final year nursing student, right? And I create content on nursing. So right. So let's just say I want to educate people on maybe medication, for instance. I can just do it. That maybe an exam is coming up, and I'm like, okay, because of maybe the part 4 student or the part 3 student or the part 2 student, these are the topics they did, and I want to just educate them on maybe medications. I can be like, okay, hi guys, welcome to 7 days of nursing medication, something like that, just to educate them, because the video will be like maybe 1 minute 30 seconds. That way it sticks faster to those people you are educating. And maybe I'm using videos, I'm using visuals, I'm using icons in my video. It sticks faster. And I'll be like, day 1, we're going to talk about benzodiazepines. Day 2, we're going to talk about antiretroviral medication. Stuff like that, to educate people. If you are a makeup artist and you want to do content on, okay, hi guys, this is how to achieve a smoky eye effect. That is education. And those kind of contents to go viral. Let me not say viral. Let me use the word viral, right? Let me use the word viral. It does well. If you do it properly, it does well. Those kind of content, it does well. Because I remember when I wanted to just learn makeup, I'm not a professional, just basics. At least let me know that I can apply powder on my face. I had to go to Instagram to search for people that were doing 1 minute 30-second videos on how to apply eyeshadows or how to apply foundation, highlighters. That's how I learned. You get? So education, to educate people, to entertain, very important. I mean, there was an era that everybody was doing skits up and down, skits. But I mean, skits is no longer popular like that. But people still entertain in their own way. To build visibility, very important though. Very, very important. Building visibility is a very important aspect of content creation. For me now, I know I am in the process of building visibility. As I said, I'm in different niches. That's one of the things I'll teach you guys, how to know the exact niche you want to, go into, or if you want to combine a lot of niches. I'm doing a lot of niches right now. I'm doing nursing. I'm doing lifestyle. I'm doing touring. Yes, that's one of the niches that I just started. I tour places. I've been touring places in OAU, my university right now. So I want to tour more places. Who knows? A brand can reach out to me and be like, MJ, I saw the touring video. I mean, I'm touring local places around me, right? I saw the touring video you did of your school museum. Why don't I fly you to Caribbean or Santorini so you can tour my hotel? See, that is content to build visibility, to get opportunities. Yes, that's one of the opportunities you can get, right? To get opportunities. So the time that I did a 14-day storytelling content, something. Honestly, the engagement did not do so well. That's one of the things that content teaches you. You can do trial and error. You test things out and see the ones that will do. It didn't do so well, and it's just there on my page sitting. But I won't delete it, because somebody can reach out to me and be like, I like the way you did this storytelling. Come on, for 1 million. Amen. You get what I'm trying to say? So to build opportunities, then you have to ask yourself, is it my passion? Is this a passion of mine? Is this content creation a passion of mine? Because as I said, if it is not a passion, if it's not something you are fully invested in, you will get tired, you will get bored. I mean, you get discouraged because you might not start off with a lot of engagement. There's something I told myself, right? That my target audience, this should be in tomorrow's class, but let me just quickly chip it in. I told myself this like a year ago, that my target audience are not my family and friends. And since then, I stopped caring if I had a lot of engagement or not. Because when I first started, my family and friends, I post on my status, they will all rally to the page. Go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl. But the more I posted, sometimes they might miss it, sometimes they might be busy. So they still engage, but not as much as when I just started. But I cannot be angry at them that my sister, my older sister, you don't engage on my post. Why? Go and like now. No. Because they're not it was even Salem King. Thank you. It was Salem King that said it in one of his videos that your target audience and know your family and friends. The people that we view and like my post are those that I do not know. And that's why those are the people that I even want to that I wish to engage on my post the more. I mean, I still appreciate a lot of my friends that engage on my post. I see people like Stephanie, Lara, Tisha, a lot of my friends engage on my Mimi, and they engage on my post a lot, right? But it is that person that, like, maybe when someone follows me, right, I go and check that, is this person connected to someone I know? So it is those people that I know, see that they're not connected to people that I know, that I'm like, yes, my post is doing well. It was one of the content I did on nursing, right, that currently has 8,000 views. I just did it randomly, right? And somebody from India reposted it on her status. When I saw the repost, I went to check her profile. No, she's not connected to anybody I know, nothing, but she's from India and she posted it on her status. That made me feel so good. Why? Because my content is gaining grounds in places that are not my family and friends. So if it is a passion for you, when you start, of course, your family and friends will definitely support you. That's one of the things you should do. Always post your link on your WhatsApp status. You can post a teaser. Maybe you can post like half of the video and say, go and watch the rest on my Instagram, right? So your family and friends, they will engage. They will say, hi, go girl. But the funny thing is that even if they're doing rubbish, they will still say, go girl. They will put fire emoji and say, go girl. You get? So it is those that are not your family. I don't know why I had this. I deviated to this, right? But I think it's for somebody to just take it as a pointer, right? I want us to close very soon. I don't want us to take too much time, right? So you get, so that is one of the reasons. I can see the reactions. Yes, that's one of the reasons that. So passion is very important. When you have the passion, you will not care. You will not hold anybody responsible. I mean, my older brother is here, and I'm really glad that he's supporting me. That's really, my older brother is here. I can't remember the last time he commented on my post, but I'm not bothered. I still love him. I still celebrate him, right? But because I know that my target audience is not even here. Do you get? That's one of the things you realize, right? So let's continue. So ask yourself, why are you doing this? That is why, as I said, not everybody will join today's class. Some people that join today will not join tomorrow. It's just facts. People that join tomorrow might not join on Sunday. It's facts. Because people start realizing that, do I really have passion for this? This is what I really want to do. Do I really want to, put a lot of effort into this thing? So that's the question you should ask yourself. So yes, continuation. Am I creating content to teach, inspire, to sell? Selling, yes. People that vendors, people that sell stuff, people that you are a vendor online. You can create content creatively, beautifully. Also, to document my journey, yes. Some people do that to document their journey. One of my friends, she's currently listening to what I'm saying right now. She said that when she wants to move to Abuja, and when she moves to Abuja, she wants to start a YouTube channel to start that. Hi guys, come with me my journey for my living alone series, something like that. That is content creation. You're documenting your journey. It's part of it. Even me too, as a final year student right now, I'm definitely going to document. Just expect that when school resumes, one of the first videos I'll put out is that come with me or spend a day with me, or the first day of class as a final year student is definitely going to be there. I'm documenting my journey. I'll document maybe my convocation, we do induction, my this, my that. I will document my journey. That's part of it, right? So the why will give you clarity and consistency. The why will give you what clarity. This is why I'm doing this. And consistency. It will keep you going even when you are tired. Although we are all human, there are times where we get tired. I mean, I've gotten tired a lot of times. I mean, if I have been the way I'm consistent right now in the past maybe 2 months, I've been posting back to back. If I have been like that for the past 2 years, I'm sure I know where I'll be right now. But at the point, at intervals, I got very tired. There's things that I'll just cry. I'll feel so overwhelmed. But I kept pushing. I kept pushing. So if it's a passion for you, you ask yourself why you are doing this, you keep going. Now, hey, let's start what we have come to the room to do. Common myths about content creation. Let's clear the air on this thing, guys. There's so many things people think content creation is or what you must have for content creation. So let's clear the air. Number one, you need the best gadgets or tools before you start. That's a lie. That's a big lie. As I explained, for those that joined the class in the beginning, as I explained, one of the things I did, I said I started content creation as an 8-year-old, right? Because writing on pen and paper is also content creation, right? But now we can't say content. You cannot use pen and paper to reach a lot of audience. You need to be online, right? But you don't need the best gadgets. I used my Infinite or 6. I used that phone from 2019 till like for years before I started using iPhone 7. That unboxing video, I think I'm going to paste the link to the group after the class today, so you guys can check it out. I shot it with someone's phone. Yes, I shot it with another person's phone. But the next video above it, where I now started, talking to the audience with my face, was with my iPhone 7, and it was fine. It was clear. It was beautiful. So you don't need the best gadgets. You don't need the best gadgets. You don't need, because there's something about humans. Human wants are insatiable, right? Insatiable. If you say that you want iPhone, you want iPhone something now. Maybe when I was using iPhone 7, maybe I was like, I will not start until I start using iPhone, maybe XR. When I use my XR, I'll start looking for nothing. And no, I must use other iPhone. You don't need the best gadgets. I'm currently using a 14, and in my mind, I'm like, God, I beg, I need something better. What I need actually is for my space. I need a 1 terabyte phone. You get? So human wants are insatiable. So imagine if I waited to have a 1 terabyte phone before I started posting my content. You won't see anything. I'm currently using a 128 gig phone. I'm actually posting my content. It's just that once I shoot, I import them to CapCut. I delete them from my phone so as to create space. You get? So just start where you are. Start where you are. That's just, if that's the only thing you take from today's class, start where you are. One of the most important, just start where you are. Whatever it is you have. You don't have a phone that can do camera. See, you can write. Abi, as I said, content creation is not only video. You can just open Canva, look for a nice template, and write. You can just say, today the last content I posted, 5 tips nobody tells you about joining an online class. It was not a video. You can do that on CapCut, on Canva. If that's what you are posting consistently, people will still learn something. You get? So start where you are. Number 2, you must be confident from day one. Big lie. Although someone like me, I've built consistency or confidence over the years, because growing up in the church where I grew up, I always did children drama. I would sing in front of the congregation. So I don't have stage fright. I don't have camera fright, if that's a word. But still, the first time I tried shooting content, hey, the amount of retakes I did, even till now, I do a lot of retakes. If you notice, I cut. Maybe you guys don't understand. It's cut and join, but you guys cannot get, because it's just shine. Just shine yourself. People should not see your secret. Don't open. So you don't have to be confident from day one. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to be confident from day one. You can make mistakes. In fact, it is very, 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 very advisable that you make mistakes. I think I posted something on my status some days ago. I saw it as a tweet. I screenshotted it and I posted it on my status that if babies understood what embarrassment is, they will never learn how to talk or how to walk. Because many of us now, we're like, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. You cannot do this. I can't I'm not confident enough. No, it is okay to start scared. It's okay to not be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, please run away from content creation. Just remove your hand, JJ, because you will make mistakes. Because, as I said, there's some content on my page right now that when I look at it, I'm cringing that, hey, what is this? Let me delete it. But I'm leaving it there because that might be what people will see and say, I want to hire you. I want you to create content with me. I want to fly you to Santorini. Yes, Santorini is my destination I have in mind. Lord, I'm going to Santorini very soon. Don't worry, I'm going to Santorini very soon. So you get that. Those are part of the things. right? So it's okay to start scared. It's very, very okay. You might see people are laughing at you. Nobody's laughing at you. Trust me, it's just your mindset, right? So the next thing, I don't want to take too much time. You need to go viral to be successful. Big lie. Visibility is not synonymous with virality. Before I had my first 1,000 views, not likes. So okay, I've had up to 1,000 likes. That's on my TikTok. 1,000 before I had my first 1,000 views, right? I was still posting. I was still doing what I was doing, and I was okay with it. Now that I've had views, like if you check my TikTok and my Instagram, my TikTok, I've had views that's 20K and above. It's still not viral, right? Because there are people that have more views. But the important thing is that I am still visible. I am still consistent. So you don't need to go viral to be successful. See, if you're somebody that low views used to bother you, just remove your hands from content creation. That's the truth. Because there will be times where you will not have a lot of engagement. You might have 2 likes, 3 likes, stuff like that. But keep going. Keep going. The next thing is every content must be perfect before you post it. No. It relates to something that I said. Mistakes and imperfections are part of the growth process. You have to, it is just definitely part. As I said, as a baby will stand up and fall, stand up. Maybe will start crawling. No, a baby will sit up first, right? Then they start crawling. Then they walk 2 steps and fall, walk 2 steps and fall before they now gain strength in their feet. That is the process of life. So imperfections are part of it. But doesn't mean that your content should be tacky, please. I usually see some tacky content that I'm like, Jesus. Oh my God. I don't like when contents are tacky. So in as much as you are not perfect, you're not a perfectionist, but it is okay to a standard. Me, I am somebody that when I see a content that is good, I will tell you that this thing is good. But if it's not good, I'll just borrow you like and leave. Because you have to shout. That's why you have me, right? That's why you can easily enter my DM, right? For questions and all of that. Your content should not be tacky. It should be good to an extent. So those are some of the myths. Thank you for your reaction. I'm seeing you guys reaction. Thank you guys. So those are some of the myths, right? And facts. So let's move on because I don't want us to take a lot of time. So now the creator's mindset. I think this is really the last agenda, right? Agenda. The creator's mindset. Before you start creating, as I've always said, be okay with imperfection. Be okay with imperfection. Number 2, focus on progress, not validation. You're not there to go and say, people will look at me that I have only 10 likes. Let me delete it. People like to say, delete it soon. I'll be like, if I can slap this person. What do you mean by delete it soon? If the content now have like maybe 100,000 likes, they'll not delete soon. No, they will forget that they wrote delete it soon. Fact, it's so funny. So yeah, focus on progress, not validation, right? Create for impact, not applause, or not just applause. Create for impact. Values first, views later. You cannot expect to have a lot of views and your content is not funny. You see, you are doing skits or you are doing comedy and your content is not funny. Please, how will I engage? How do you want me to laugh? Even if I laugh, it's just one. I'll just give you one laugh, half laugh. That one laugh, that's the laugh I'll just give you because you need values first. So even if you take some time to just go back to the drawing board and just say that, okay, what can I do to give value first? Values first, view later. So now a huge question. What are you bringing to the table? Tell me why I should follow you. Tell me why I should engage on your post. Tell me why I should comment. Tell me why I should share to my story. Tell me why I should repost it to my profile, to my audience. What are you bringing to the table? I know they usually ask women this thing too much, but I'm asking you from creator to creator. What are you bringing to the table content-wise? Focus on building trust, not just going viral, right? Be valuable first. The rest will follow. People follow you for value, not just vibes. Some people, if you are like someone that you are very, very, maybe you are very fine and you have all the things, you can post fine pictures and people follow you for that. That's fine, but that's not content creation. You get content creation is, as I said at the beginning, communication to an audience, communication of value to an audience, right? Different kinds of media. So when you help people solve problems, they trust you and they follow you. For instance, Tosh helped me solve some problems that I had regarding video editing and content creation. Salem King helped me. Anointed is she does Christian content. So if you see where I see I'm a faith-based, a lifestyle content creation, that my faith part was drawn from her, from the inspiration I drew from her. So she's a huge if she posts any post today, you will already see me. I already liked it. I turn on my post notification for
specific people. Yes, another person I'm not mentioning. That's the global Tammy. That's the global Tammy. I'll try to send you 10 accounts or more than that you can follow in content creation space. Their notification are turned on. The moment they make a post, I go and check it immediately. Where do you think I got the idea to do these five things people do not tell you about online class? I saw a post that the global Tammy made. I don't know if you know her, Temilade Salami. I saw a post she made about how to do a slide for a class. I was like, well, this is a nice thing. I think she has a class coming up or something, and she taught people how to do slides. I'm like, this is a nice idea for a content. And I drew inspiration from that. You get? So she helped me solve a problem. That's why I'm following her. I don't turn on notification for a lot of people, but she's one of them. Plus, she's one of them. Another is one of them. You get? I turn the post notification for DDK is one of them, right? I turn my post notification on for few selected people. I remember I told you guys, for those that were here in the class, that I have 3 categories of people that I follow, right? So she's one of the categories. So for instance, I told you that one of my design friends, right, he wants to doing content, video content, where he teaches people how to achieve 1 or 2 things in design. Maybe, for instance, how to let me just use color grade, for instance. It's not what he does, but let me just use color grade for instance. Imagine if I'm doing something like that, how to color grade. And maybe you'll be looking for how to color grade and you see it. You are solving a problem for me. I will trust you and I will follow you. I actually have a 30-day content creation challenge coming up, right? Where in those 30 days, it is all those advanced effects on CapCut that I'll be teaching people, that I'll not teaching per se, but talking about, explaining how to do. So even more than just you guys, people who randomly is looking for how to do clone effect on CapCut, they'll easily go to my profile and watch the video. You get? Because as I said, this class will cover basics, but advanced, that one, of course. But for those 30 days, if you follow me closely, those 30 days, I'll be giving each day, every single day, just advanced things like those effects on CapCut that you can do. Maybe clone effect, how to do text on screen, different things. So imagine if somebody randomly is looking for someone to teach them CapCut and they go there and they see that, they will definitely want to engage with me because I am solving a problem for them. Do you understand? So you should ask yourself, what problem can I solve? You get? What problem can I solve? If, for instance, you don't have any of these skills and maybe what you know how to do is just to write about God, you are solving a problem for somebody because whatever you are writing is probably touching someone's heart. Maybe it will convert the person or maybe bless the person. You are solving a problem. So be like Nike. It's not Nike. It's Nike. In case you did not know before, right? Be like Nike. Just do it. Be like Nike. Of course, Nike logo is slogan or tagline is just do it. So Nike. So be like Nike. Just do it. Create and don't overthink. Yes. Don't wait for it to be perfect, 100% perfect. No. Hey, everything must align before I post. No. Imagine if I wasted on our own lanes time when they say do an unboxing video. I said no, this must be perfect. This must be perfect. Before I posted, I won't be here today. Although I've been following Porsche for a long time. So I already edited some videos that I could not post because I just used my Infinix camera then. I mean my iPhone 7 camera then. Like it was not that okay. I just did it to test. Whenever I see some effect on our post, I just test it, right? So I already had some ideas. So when I had that unboxing video, I just put all of my knowledge bam into that video. If it was that video, that unboxing video, you think it was someone that is at least intermediate that did that video. I was just a beginner. That was just my first ever video that I edited. And it did not come out bad. It was not bad. It was really nice. Even the owner of the one and only, she complimented me, right? So progress is better than perfection because growth happens when you start, not when you wait. This class might look like motivational class, but I'm sure if you are truly interested in this thing, you will have gained a thing or two, right? So your first 50 posts might flop. That's the bitter truth. Your first 50 posts might not do well, but that's okay. Every expert was once a beginner. You learn by doing. Practice make perfect. It's very important. After this class, and you jot it down, you've done everything, blah, 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 and you are done with it. What you don't do with what you have learned. You learned basically, you know how to do transitions, effects, how to add text to your CapCut, you know your way around CapCut. It was not like me when I downloaded CapCut. I was looking like something else. I did not understand my left from my right. it took time. It took a lot of time, right? But in this class, you will not be, that will not be your case. So now that you have an idea at the end of this class, definitely, I'm projecting that at the end of this class, you have an idea. You have an idea of content creation, the basics and everything. What will you now do with what you have learned? That's the question. It's not just about joining class. Are you doing it? Because what you learn by doing, you do not just learn by joining the class. You learn by what? By doing. That's the truth. You not just learn by joining this class, by being here today, by being here tomorrow, by being here on Sunday. No, you learn by what? By doing. So start scared. It's okay. Start messy. It's okay. But don't be tacky. Please, I hate tacky content. You can always enter my DM. You get for advice. You can. I did not want to mandate that everybody must save my number. I beg. But if you know that you want me to have your number, and you want to have my number, so you can, maybe if I'm dropping tips on my status and all of that, you can always enter my DM. You can definitely DM me, right? So I can always, you send me your content, I'll be like, okay, this is what you should do right, this is what you should do right, and all of that. Although it might not be to a large extent, because that will be mentorship. That's a different aspect. But still, I can still give you tips and all of that, right? So start scared, start messy, but start regardless. Newton's law of I think, is it the first law? Yes, law of inertia, right? I'm not in science, I'm in health sciences. I'm not in sciences, but I think I still remember from my physics days in secondary school that I think objects at rest will remain at rest unless disrupted by an external force. I still remember now. I still shall not small, right? What it means is that the hardest step to take is to move from rest. I'm not motivating you guys, it's just the truth I'm saying. It's to move from rest. If you are standing, before you start, that first push, that giveaway was the first push I needed. By the way, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know if I mentioned it in this class. I'm definitely, for my second year content creation anniversary in December, I'm definitely going to do a giveaway. And it's also going to be a gift box. But this time, it's going to be two, one for a guy, one for a girl. Right? I don't know if I've mentioned it in the class. One for a guy, one for a girl. And what is going to be in that box will be something similar to what I got last year that helped me kickstart my year. There'll be journal inside, just certain things. I don't want to tell you guys what to be there, but I'm planning actively towards it because this thing might propel somebody to begin their journey. And I don't want outsiders. I mean, you guys are my people, right? I don't want outsiders to win it because they are not in this class, right? They do not understand what content creation is. So if outsiders win it, they might not start their journey. It might just be a waste to them, but it can be you. So just watch out for it in December, around maybe the second week or third week of December. I'm going to do the giveaway, right? The criteria is just to follow my page, just tell people to follow and all of that. So it's going to be very nice. I don't do rubbish. I don't do tacky things. I hate you. That tacky is very, very annoying, right? So whatever you're going to get there is something that will kickstart you, and you must do unboxing video, and I must see your unboxing video, and I will make sure you post it on Instagram, right? It can kickstart your journey the same way this one helps me, or right, kickstart my journey. I started regardless. So I'll say something about Newton's first law, right? I was at rest before. But as I was at rest, maybe some of you are currently at rest, but you are doing a good job by joining this class. That means you have the propensity to move. So as I was at rest that time, I was still following Posh closely. I was still following some people closely, watching how she does her video, still trying out some things. I was still at rest. It was that giveaway I won that now propelled me, the external force that made me in motion. But I think there was something that my physics teacher taught us that time, that when you are in constant motion, that means the motion is not like, I think everything is equal. You are still at rest, right? So it is other. So that means like when you are not doing anything, when you are static, you are at rest. When you are in constant motion, you are also at rest. So it is harder to stop anything at rest. That means when you are in constant motion, it's harder to also stop you. It is harder to also stop you. Let's say you want to push a tire, like those children like to push tire. Before the first push of the tire is always harder. The tire was at rest. So when they keep on pushing the tire is moving, and it's like in constant motion. For them to stop that tire, it takes a lot of effort. That means the moment you move yourself from that static rest to constant motion, it is harder for you to stop. You will continue being in motion. That is why start regardless is very important. Start regardless. So, guys, oh my God, we've come to the end of today's class. Can I get a reactions. If you enjoy today's class, we've come to the end of today's class. Can I get your reaction, guys? Please 9 o'clock on dot. Please send your reactions. You can type, you can just say whatever you want to say. Yes, thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. Yes, thank you so much. You guys are making me blush. Okay, so what's coming tomorrow? Day 2 is when we dive into content creation proper. Day 1 was very important. Why? I've built a background for you. So those that have gotten the basics, that have gotten 1 or 2 things, will now know that content creation is my passion. And tomorrow they'll come in prepared, right? So day 2, we have to choose your niche. How may I choose my niche, right? How to generate ideas, how to write short scripts, how to record confidently, the angles to use, lighting and framing, and everything that will help you to create content. Then on Sunday will now be the basics of video editing, right? So we have come to the end of today's class. So as we wrap up for tonight, a takeaway quote: you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Hey, that's very nice. I love this quote a lot. So as I said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to definitely start. You have to definitely start to be great. So just start regardless. Just start regardless. Just start. Can I see it? Can you guys write it? Okay, just write but start regardless. But start regardless. I want to see you guys writing it. But start regardless. I want to see it in the chat box. Tell everybody, but start regardless. But start regardless. Tell yourself. You can mention your name. Margaret, start regardless. Vanessa, start regardless. Fumi, start regardless. Start regardless. Start regardless. But start regardless. That is what I want you to take away from this class, from today's class. As we've heard about my journey, as we've heard about everything that we've done today, start regardless. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So I don't know if we have any questions. We might not be able to unmute, but you can definitely ask the question on maybe the group chat, or maybe on the Telegram chat or the WhatsApp. If you have any, or you can enter my DM, right? If you have any questions. I don't want us to take. I plan that today's class will not be more than 1 hour because it's an introductory class. You get, and I want everybody to know, still have the rest of their nights to do other things and all of that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Fadoju, you're welcome. He said, thanks for the class. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. I really enjoyed myself today. You guys are amazing people. I really hope more people will join tomorrow, because how can we be 400 plus on the group? And the highest people that joined was about 100 and something. But you know the funniest thing? You guys, that's why I say when people see free things, they like to jump on it, right? They like to just, let me see what they're doing there. But it is those that show up. As I know I gave you a quote in the beginning, that it is not those that starts the work that we greet. It is those that end it. So on Sunday, if you are still here on Sunday and you end the class with us on Sunday, then I will say, well done. You have really done something, right? But well done regardless. Well done, guys. I'm really proud of all of you. Well done. And thank you for joining today's class. Thank you for finding me worthy enough to teach you guys. I really enjoyed today's class. I'll open the chat on WhatsApp. You guys can just, type whatever you want to type, how today's class made you feel. I really love the feedback so that I can use it as reviews. It really helped my it really helped my my profile, my portfolio. So you can just drop the reviews on the class. Then when you're dropping the review, other people that did not join today can see. I've opened the group on WhatsApp, so you guys can just go and type on WhatsApp. Just tell me how today's class made you feel and everything. And it will be a review for me. And people that did not join today will know that, yes, they missed something. And today's recording, I recorded today's class, but before I release it, because you guys are my special MVPs. People that do not join will not want to take it for free. No way. Although I might, if I'm feeling very gracious, I might release it. But you guys did so much. You guys did so well. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much, guys. And we've officially come to the end of today's class. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night. So as I said, please go and type on the WhatsApp group, how today's class made you feel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys, and have a great evening. Bye.